I fear nothing!
Hey, what's going on guys? It's Jaded here. So if you guys haven't seen it already, Blizzard has made a blog post about sort of their philosophy with the game going forward and what they see as problem areas, where they want to fix it up, and all that good stuff. So I wanted to go over it, give you guys a quick rundown on what they posted if you haven't seen it. So first and foremost here on this post, they have a bunch of stats. You guys can go check it out. I'll definitely link this in the description if you want to go read this more in depth. So getting on with it, the first thing they talk about are their sort of patch goals. And the first patch that they're going to have is going to be aimed at addressing service issues, they say. Now, the only real service issues we're having are with the auction house. So like, I feel like that's going to be the major thing that's implemented with that patch. And that's going to be within next week, so look for that soon. And then the next thing that they're going to have is a game balance patch, which is outside of all the hotfixes that they've been doing. So look to see more class skill balances. A lot of what we've been seeing right now is really exploitable skills or really strong skills that allow you to do stuff you shouldn't do have been nerfed. You know, things like Demon Hunter's Smokescreen and the Force Armor of the Wizard. Those were things that they wanted to hotfix as quickly as possible because people were clearing content they shouldn't have been because of these things. So moving forward, they're really going to focus on patching all the fixes, but right off the bat, they wanted to make sure to hotfix those real issues as soon as possible. Now, next they talk about Inferno and how sort of their vision with it, what they want to change with it. So a couple things, they want to smooth out the spikiness of damage and focus on build diversity instead of promoting really tanky gameplay. Because right now, to get through Inferno, you have to tank up. You have to get resists, you have to get vitality, and then once you can survive, then you can clear the content. And they really don't want that type of gameplay moving forward. They want much more diverse gameplay. They want the ability to play offensively and aggressively instead of this tanky mentality that we have to go forward with now. So they're gonna shift their focus away from survival and more towards using strategy and offensive tactics to get through what you need to. And also they say that they still want the 5-stack Nephilim Valor buff and then go kill champions and rares and bosses and all that. They want that to be the sort of most rewarding and the end game farming of this game. So after talking about Inferno, they talk about items. One of the biggest problems in the game, in my opinion, is the itemization. You know, this game is a farming game, and I mean, they've even said that themselves. So they want to make sure that the loot is just much better overall. So how are they going to do that? They talk about showing the item level on stuff, because right now people are comparing item level 63 blues to item level like 60 legendaries, and it's not really apparent to us playing that there are higher items than level 60. You know, the item level will start to go up, and patches going forward too, they'll have to increase that. So they want to make that clear. They want to put the item level on items, and then they're just going to straight out buff legendary items in the future. They say likely in the PvP patch, and they're not going to buff the current legendaries in the game. So any legendary you have right now is not going to get buffed. You don't have to worry about that. You don't have to go to the auction house and, you know, pick up all the legendaries for cheap that you can because they're going to get buffed. It's not like that. It's only going to be after the patch that these legendary drops have better stats. And then they also touch on expanding the different affixes that legendaries can get. They want them to be much more diverse. Right now they're very bland, in my opinion. I mean, you're just looking at your core stats and then attack speed, and it's just really boring. So they want much more diversity there, and they'll give us more details on that with the PvP patch. So the next thing they talk about are the crafting. With the blacksmith and the jewel crafter, they want to go in and really help these things out to be useful. Because right now, anyone from like level 20 to level 50 is just not crafting. It's not worth it. So they want to go in and maybe reduce the prices of those clean up these two crafting sections up, especially with jewel crafting. They're gonna go in and make the earlier gems like only 2 gems, maybe reduce the price of that as well, just to make them more useful when you're leveling up. So moving forward, they're gonna be working on the PvP patch and all that stuff I just talked about. They're also gonna have a PTR up soon so that we can go on and test this stuff, which is really cool. So we'll have to keep an eye out on that. But that's basically pretty much all they talked about. They hit the major notes of difficulty, itemization, crafting, and like bugs with classes and balancing with classes. So it really feels to me that they understand these core things are affecting the game right now. I don't know about you guys, but itemization is the biggest thing to me where I'm just like, they have to get this right because this game is all about farming the loots, and currently it's not acceptable. So again, I'm really happy seeing what they come out with in the future here. This is just, this sort of just like inspires confidence. Like, yes, they do know what they're doing, they do know what they're doing with their game. So maybe it's a bit of relief to people who are playing now, farming gear, kind of frustrated, that you can look forward to some good updates coming up soon. So that's gonna do it. I just wanted to cover, what they talked about and give out some of my feelers. My next video coming up is gonna be a Belial, not really a guide, but just a Belial video to help people who are stuck on Belial. So you can look forward to that. I'll be working on that next. But yeah, that's gonna do it, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.